What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fugazi MMA back at it with another video. Today I bring to you the Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier prediction, man. I made this presentation because I'm pretty excited about this matchup. It's going to be DP's last fight, most likely. He's a very fun fighter, one of my favorite fighters. And yeah, I'm going to be showing you today the things that are gonna be important in this matchup. So starting off, this is a southpaw versus southpaw. Dustin Poirier likes to switch, but he operates at a southpaw mostly. And I think key points for this is that Islam Makhachev's kicks are gonna be less effective because they're gonna be same stance, and that there's no open side for that kick to land. And Dustin Poirier does pretty good against southpaws. Conor McGregor comes to mind. And Max Holloway as well. So let's start off with Islam Makhachev here. Islam, we know him, right? We know what he's good at. He's got really good grappling. And I think one of the key things in this matchup is his knees. Those knees in the clinch are pretty good. He uses them effectively against Volk, to the head and to the body. I think he can slam those into Dustin's body right there and make him worry. And use the takedowns, man. His judo techniques are really good. When he gets pressure up to the fence, he can use that judo throw to take Dustin to the ground. Islam doesn't like to shoot a lot of singles and doubles. And these like trips and throws are what he's good at. And I think he can use them here. And lastly, for the grappling part for Islam, he's got to do what he always does. Get the dominant positions and get the submission, right? Here are some of his favorite submissions: the Kimura, arm triangle, and the rear naked choke, right? I think all three of those could be a factor, but I think that Kimura right here is going to be very important in this matchup. I think that Poirier is going to know not to give his back, because if bro goes 3 for 3 and losses in title fights to rear naked choke, that's just embarrassing. And I think that Kimura is going to be there, dude, because Islam's strong and he's very, very dominant on top. Moving on to the striking, man. Islam has developed his striking game, especially his kicks, very, very well. Now, like I said earlier, it's a southpaw versus southpaw matchup. His kicks are going to be less effective. When it's southpaw versus orthodox right here, there's this open side. The body kick, the leg kick, the head kick, the front kick are all going to be easier to find. But I think even though it's southpaw versus southpaw, Islam should still use them to keep Dustin in that range, because Dustin doesn't really throw a lot of kicks. He'll throw that calf kick, but this front kick and the body kick are longer weapons than that calf kick. And I think he's a good shot finder, right? These are some of his kicks against Volkanovski. Like I said, I think he'll be able to use them. Islam, he's a good shot finder, right? He found the head kick against Volk. He found that hook against Charles. I think it was a left hook, or I think it was a right hook. And yeah, he's very defensively excellent. Striking defense of 61%. That's pretty good, dude, in a lightweight division. But he doesn't like to throw a lot of volume or combinations. He'll keep it 1-2, maybe just one. He'll set up his shots, but he doesn't throw a lot of combinations. And I think that's a very key moment in this matchup. And for Islam to win, it's pretty simple, man. Keep it kicking range, clinch range. That's it. Don't stay in the pocket against Poirier. That's where he's dangerous. And use those takedowns, man. And most importantly, he's got to make a statement, right? Both Charles and Khabib finished Dustin Poirier in the 3rd round. If he can do it faster and with maybe a knockout, that would be a crazier statement. Or just a sub. He's been working a guillotine in his camp, and he might get that ghillie on Dustin. I could see it. But I think he's just using it to learn the defense. You got to know the guillotine to avoid the guillotine, man. And yeah, I think this is a pretty clear-cut stuff for Islam Makhachev. Moving on to DP, man. DP, shine bright like a diamond. Look, man, these are the points with DP. Solid chin, good boxing. But recently, he's looking to slow down. He's been prone to being backed up. When people pressure him, he will back up. All right? Solid chin. Even though he's been cracked, he's been knocked out by Gaethje. When you eat a head kick like that from Gaethje, anybody gets knocked out. Look at that solid shot. That left hand of Conor McGregor. That's also a punch that Islam throws. And I think that whatever Dustin is going to receive from Islam in terms of punches, he'll be able to take as long as he sees them coming. I don't think the knockout is going to be that easy for Islam. I don't think that's the easiest route for him. Yeah, excellent boxing, and he's a good shot finder, right? Here he got pressured against Michael Chandler, back to the defense, and found that right hook, pinged him right on the chin. I think if Poirier can find the shot on Islam, he can put the lights out and get that gilly and get that Hail Mary. I'll go back to that in a second, right? Here is a moment in Dustin Poirier and Islam Makhachev's career that I think could be significant. Over here, I'm not going to show the video because I'm not trying to get copyright striked, but this is the first round of the second Max Holloway fight. And Dustin does that shifting overhand right into Max's chin, right? And guess what? In the first Volk fight, he does the shifting right hand into a left straight. And I think Poirier can use a similar combo to hit Islam because Islam doesn't throw a lot of combinations. If you throw one at him, it might work. Now, this combination, Dustin is known to throw a lot. He threw it against Conor the second time. And I think if Islam's smart, he'll prepare for it. But I think this is a possibility. It could be exploited by DP, right? Again, he's prone to being backed up, and he waits for counters, kind of like Jan. In the Michael Chandler fight, he was just getting beat up until Michael Chandler got tired. In that Benoit Saint Denis fight, he was just getting beat up and getting tired. He was just getting backed up into the fence by kicks. Oh, look, a front kick. A front kick that Islam has been learning to throw. And you look at this Philly shell defense right here. What's open? That side, that right side. This is the southpaw stance. He's right foot forward. That right side is open. So I think even though it's a southpaw versus southpaw matchup, Islam's going to be able to sneak that kick in. Like I said, he likes to get backed up to the fence and then work there. I don't like that for DP, man. I think Islam can push him up against the fence and take him down. And he looks to be slowing down. He's a silly guy. Look at this dude, man. Can you take this dude seriously? By the way, if Dustin Poirier wins, I would change this to my profile pic for the rest of my YouTube career. All right? I mean it. Right? He's a silly guy. He dived a billion guillotines against BSD. Right? He was doing fucking wind up fucking Powerpuff Girl punches. And he just doesn't look as sharp as he used to be. He's not shining as bright as he could be, man. And yeah, let's get into the official fight predictions for this matchup, man. I see this fight going 4 ways, right? We got if Dustin fights smart, if Dustin fights stupid. If Islam fights smart, if Islam fights stupid. And I think Islam wins pretty much all of the time. Like, maybe if Islam does some dumb shit, he gets fucking cracked. I think Dustin could clean him up and get that guillotine. That's the only way I see him getting that gilly, by the way. If he rocks Islam in the pocket, Islam shoots a double out of instinct, right? And he can grab that gilly and take it home. That's totally possible. I can see that happening. But I just don't think Islam is going to play stupid. He's got Khabib in his camp. He's taking this very seriously. And I think he's going to want to look to find a statement against Dustin Poirier, man. Put away early. And I think all 3 of these scenarios ends in the first 2 rounds. If it's smart Islam versus silly Dustin, if like Dustin pulls a fucking guillotine, he's going to get first round subs. These 2, I see it going into the second. But yeah, man, this is an exciting matchup. I guess my official pick, even though I think official picks are dumb, I'm going to go Islam by second round submission. I think that's the most likely scenario. Yeah, man. Hopefully Dustin pulls it off. It'd be a fucking cool ass moment, and then it'll ruin the lightweight hierarchy forever. Because right now there's actually established rankings and an established order in the division. But, you know, yeah. It's your boy, Fugazi MMA. The rest of the card, I'll pull out a prediction soon. But yeah, I just want to go over this main event. And yeah, hope y'all having a good day. Peace out, man.